Welcome back. A new study wants to see if marijuana is an effective treatment for veterans who have PTSD.
And many doctors say it can go undiagnosed, and that can make things worse in the long run.
News Channel 3's Julie Williams has a reaction from a local veteran.
It's being used there, just not in the U.S.
Retired Major Carl Ogilvie is from the UK. He served in the U.S. Air Force for 27 years and then practiced as a physician associate for almost 30 years.
You don't adjust to civilian life. You're still wearing a uniform, it's just invisible because you've changed that much.
He's worked with troops on the ground and with veterans who have post-traumatic stress disorder.
There's a lot of care that needs to be given to our veterans after they've finished serving.
The National Center for PTSD defines it as, quote, a mental health problem that some people develop after experiencing or witnessing a life-threatening or traumatic event, end quote.
With many veterans, they have multiple issues, both physical and mental.
Retired Major Ogilvie says the symptoms can include flashbacks, headaches, and things like chronic stomach aches. He also says a lot of veterans will try to use cannabis to treat PTSD, but the Department of Veterans Affairs does not list it as an effective treatment.
What you don't want to do is to stereotype the patient into hey, they're going to sit there and light up a joint and smoke and be happy, and all of a sudden they're cured. That's not what that product does.
The Multidisciplinary Association for Psychedelic Studies, or MAPS, is starting the second phase of a new study to see if marijuana could be an effective treatment.
A lot of people, veterans and otherwise, who are experiencing PTSD are unable to benefit from the currently available treatments. They've tried them. It's not helping.
The study itself is called MJP2, and it'll include 320 Michigan veterans, and it's being funded by our state's cannabis tax.
There are things to be concerned about.
Aldworth says as many as a quarter of veterans who have PTSD already use cannabis to treat their symptoms.
Given that, we should really know, does it work? Does it help?
Veterans Affairs branches will recruit veterans who might qualify for the study. Aldworth does say there's evidence that cannabis can sometimes make PTSD symptoms worse.
We will have more answers. I don't think that this trial is going to necessarily give us the definitive answer, and it's certainly not going to give us the definitive answer for everyone.
Retired Major Carl Ogilvie says he's hopeful about the results.
Military have been in their environment, and when they come home, they're not the same person that left. So you never fully come home. Just because you retire doesn't mean you're done.
This study could take years before we have any definitive answers. We do have more information on MJP2 and resources for our veterans on our website, WWMT.com.